back. Just Ranked, the show that you love or hate, but we love you anyways. This is a show where we rank our top 4 favorites, whatever you want to say, songs of the week's topic. Go to justrankpod.com. Check out our landing page. You can see, you can go directly to Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, whatever you want. Watch, listen, enjoy. Thank you for coming. This week, we have Tool. We're talking about Tool. I'm Jimmy. We got Chris, Dink, and Joe with us, the 4 norms that were always here. I'm going to talk just a little bit about Tool, and then we're going to get the show started. Pretty straightforward. They were formed in 1990. This band is a mathematical surprise. Musicians. The 4 of these, the 4 guys in this band are fucking geniuses, mathematical genius. You would think that they have doctorates in math, but they're musicians. The band is made up of 4 people: Maynard James Keenan, Adam Jones, Danny Carey. Justin Chancellor is the current bass player. The old bass player was Paul Demore. He left in 95. Justin Chancellor replaced him then. They run the gamut. We talk all the time about some weird genre names. These are some of their genre names. They have art metal, art rock, post metal, whatever the fuck that is, prog metal, prog rock. So they're all over the place in their genres. I think people don't know how to put them into a label because they're their own label. They are their own style of music, in my opinion. Pretty straightforward. They have 5 albums. The first album, Undertow, in 1993, had the breakout song Sober, followed up by Prison Sex. Sober brought the world to art. The whole music and art world are put together with this band. The second album, Ænima, in 1996. Third album, Lateralus, quite a break, 2001. And then 4 or 5 years later, 10,000 Days. And then Fear Inoculum in 2019. So they've taken a couple breaks. To get this music together, they have to really take some time apart. The band, they have 4 Grammys. 1998, Ænima for the best metal performance. 2002, Schism for the best metal performance. 2007, 10,000 Days for the best metal package. That meant the CD case, if you're unfamiliar, the CD case had a little flip that had lenses in it. You could open it up with a little book and you could look at all the different art. 2020, iHeart had Fear Inoculum as the top rock album. 2020, Billboard had the top rock album. That's pretty much my opening about this. If you don't know Tool, you're missing out. So I guess, Dink, you're going to start us off with your list.
All right. I will start. I won't do any pre-ramble. I will just start with the songs. Actually, that's not true.
I knew it wasn't.
He couldn't do it. Right, I will say this. I'm not obsessed with this band. I really, really like them. I think if you like rock in any way, I don't know how you couldn't like these guys.
Yep.
Because like you said, they are 4 mathematical geniuses, 4 musician geniuses, right?
Yep.
The way they come together, and you guys have talked about in other episodes of the way they put songs together and stuff is incredible, and the finished product is dynamite.
Mm-hmm.
So as one of our 4 geniuses, I'll start with my songs.
Oh, you're so sweet.
I know. Okay, so I have to find this out. For years, I have called that album Ænima. Is it Ænima?
Ænima.
Huh.
Ænima.
I know it's got the weird A and E. I just have always called it Ænima. I don't know.
There is, they wanted to call it Ænima, and they also wanted to call it Ænima, Anima.
So
But the AE in Latin is ah.
Okay, yeah. So there you go. Learn something already without you guys doing your stuff. Nice. So my number 4 is from Ænima. And it is a basic bit. I think my list is pretty basic as far as Tool songs go, but it is 46 and 2.
Nice.
Nice. I fucking love this song, right? Like in my notes here, I have Danny Carey's work combined with Adam Jones on this song. It's always been incredible to me. They are like, and I think this goes kind of hand in hand with a lot of their music. For me, anyway, the way I hear it, they're out of sync so much that they're in sync. You know what I mean? It's almost like at certain songs, and especially this song, they're playing different parts. But if you listen to music the way Jimmy does with the earphones, and you can hear all the parts, but then they're so in sync the way it comes together, right?
Yeah,
that's kind of the way I hear it.
Yeah,
if that makes any sense at all.
Yeah, it does.
I put it's a masterpiece, but again, you could say that about a lot of their songs. It peaked at number 22 on the U.S. mainstream rock. And it's a song that I don't sing along to. It's a feeling, this song. I just
goosebumps,
kind of like, goosebumps, not bop, but kind of just like head nod. Like this song just goes through you, I think. And anyway, that's all I have for this song. That is my number 4.
When you talked about them writing together, I saw an interview with Maynard where he says they'll come in and Adam will say, "Oh, the one's over here," and then
right?
Danny will be like, "No, the one's over here," and then no, one's over. You're both wrong. One's over here, and then
Maynard,
Keenan goes, "You're all on drugs," like fucking all over the place.
Well, you talk about them being out of sync. Samey. Okay, so I'm just gonna blow this note just for the segue. A lot of this song is written in 4/4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Danny Carey in several sections of this song plays in 7/8, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 7. I missed a couple numbers, but you know what I'm saying,
right?
So in 8 measures, it'll make up that extra note being missed from the 7/8. So that's why they sound out of sync. The drummer is playing off to their 4/4.
Okay.
And in enough measures, it makes up enough time to where it comes together, and it's usually
right. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, the notes I don't know. I have this song too. I will just say, Jimmy probably read the same thing I do. But again, a song's so complex. You're like, what is going on here? So the best way is just to read exactly what it is. Is most of the time the songs in 4/4, sections are in 7/8. Danny Carey plays 4 measures of 7/8 on his ride cymbal over here. The rest of the band is playing in 4/4, and they all meet back up on the 5th measure in 4/4. So they're all back in time on that 5th measure.
I meant 5th.
Yeah. But during the bridge, there are 3 measures of 7/8 followed by 1 measure of 4/4. During a particular quad fill, the drums are in 3/8, while the guitar is playing 1 measure of 9/8, followed by 1 of 5/8, all while the bass keeps time in 7/8. So that's what we're talking about.
And Chris and I don't understand any of that, but I totally get what you're saying because that's exactly what I said. Exactly what I said in music form.
You don't have to understand it. If you understand fractions, the 3 and the 9 are multiples of each other, so they will make up at a certain time.
Right.
Well, out of sync, but in sync.
Exactly. Yes.
When you say they're out of sync, and
that's a great way to put it. Yeah, it's a great way to put it.
That's funny shit.
Yeah, I love this song. I mean, obviously it's the same thing. What I love is when you hear like these high school, junior high bands and high school bands doing it and playing it.
Yeah.
And you hear these kids playing it and they're playing with brass horns and stuff.
Right.
Love it.
Me too.
I'll save some of my notes for my song, but yeah, I love this song. This is just
at times this is one of my top 4. So the way I love Tool, it's one of my bands. I listen to them weekly, if not daily, a couple times a week at least. But I don't obsess about them too much, and I don't have set in stone favorites.
Yeah.
I'm rotating it out all the time.
Yep.
So what I have as my top 4 tonight,
Yeah.
ask me in 2 weeks,
Be different.
it's
Yep.
probably not going to be the same.
Yep.
Mood completely dictates the top 4, the favorite songs of this band for me, because the
absolutely.
whole catalog is mood oriented in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and admittedly too, mood is completely influential for your dick as well. So I mean, it works both ways.
That's funny you said that, because anytime somebody says dictate, I go back to that old joke.
Right away, he starts laughing.
My girlfriend says my dictate good. Anyway.
How my dictate? Sorry,
all right.
Was that a laugh?
On to number 3. Insert basic bitch. Already mentioned in the intro, my number 3 is Sober. I know it's an overplayed one for a lot of Tool fans, but I still love it. For me, this song, as well as they're playing the music, this song for me is Maynard. I think his vocals are incredible in this song. I like how it's the slow start, and only in that second part of the first verse, I think it is, where it picks up, and then it looks like it's going to start to really pick up, and then the chorus, it goes right back, and it never really accelerates too much, right? So I like that.
Yeah.
And they do it in the second part of the song too, right? And I'm talking about the Jesus, won't you fucking whistle, and then the Mother Mary, won't you whisper, right? Like this. Yeah. That's the only time the energy kind of changes, and then it goes right back to that same emotion throughout the song.
Mm-hmm.
A timing change, if anything. Guitarist Adam Jones has stated in an interview that the song is about a friend of the band whose artistic expression only comes out when he's under the influence. And a lot of people give him shit for that. And Jones explains, if you become an addict and a junkie, well, that's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Technically.
And he's not wrong.
Yeah.
The song peaked at 13 on the U.S. mainstream rock Billboard and number 3 on the U.S. hot rock and alternative, because you guys have all those charts. That's it. I do have some memories related to the album it's on, but that's coming up in my segment, so I will just save that and let you guys talk about Sober.
I mean, I remember the one.
Sorry,
go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, the first thing I think it was the video.
Yeah.
There's the art.
The art,
right? The art part of it. Where they don't, I think they only have 2 videos where they're actually in it. Most of them are art videos.
Yeah, that's Adam Jones. Yeah,
that's all Adam Jones, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's all I was going to say.
No, I was going to say I remember when the song came out, because it was just a completely different feel, right? And I heard the song before I heard the album, right? Obviously, but just a completely different feel. Like I said, it almost like in confidence, because like you said, it doesn't go too much where dynamically. It has a little bit, and it comes right back down where it was.
Right.
It's kind of right here the entire time.
It floats.
It floats.
Right.
And the only dynamic
like that song, that's the cool thing about it, right?
Yeah. And the only dynamics really being is Keenan's voice, right? Everything else is kind of right in here in the middle. And I just remember being so different from anything else at the time, going, wow, this is game changing right here.
Totally.
I remember where I was the first time I heard the song. I was with my girlfriend at her dorm. We were in Eagan, Minnesota, and we were sitting around. I think it was MTV was on or something or other. We were having drinks. It was like a Friday night or whatever. And this came on, and it's that dun 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 dun. I was like, wait, let's hear this out. Let's check this out. And it fucking blew my mind. And since then, I have been a fan.
Right. Awesome.
Great pick. Yeah, like I said, we've talked about this before. There's one of those songs I could probably never hear again. I'd be fine with it. Admittedly,
it's an overkill.
Admittedly, when I listen to the album, I skip it. But just because it was ad nauseum. Yeah,
and I'm not saying a lot because it's might be on my list.
Right.
I kind of figured.
Okay, I will roll into my number 2.
All right.
And
don't roll in number 2.
You can add into it on the basic bitch, also mentioned in the intro. But this is my favorite album by them, and this is when I can now talk about the last song. But my number 2 is Prison Sex. Prison Sex is my intro to the band.
Oh, really?
So before I get into anything about the actual song, if you guys remember, or our listeners go back and watch, but when we did our Alice in Chains episode and I said I was late to the party because I stumbled upon, really caught my ear, was I Stay Away in 94, right? In the summer of 94. So on that same day is when it caught my ear, and we were listening. I was listening with my buddy Andy, listening to some tunes at his place, his parents' place.
Good job, Andy.
And his brother had Alice in Chains, had the EP, and also had Undertow and Green Jelly.
Wow.
So I was listening to all that stuff.
Was it Green Jelly or Green Jello?
No, he didn't have any Green Jello.
No, because their original name was Green Jello.
Yeah, but we weren't eating any Green Jello.
Okay.
Little pig, let me in.
Right, and that's what it was. So I recorded all that stuff off him that day. But the day that I Stay Away caught my ear and really turned me to Alice in Chains was the same day that I heard Prison Sex and said, "Oh, well, what's that? Another thing to add to this tape I'm making, right?" Yeah. And then kind of went down. I didn't dive in like I did with Alice in Chains and thought, what an idiot I was for missing all that stuff. But because I hadn't missed that much with Tool, right?
No.
But no, I fell in love with that song, and so it's a pretty strong memory from that summer of '94. I love Adam Jones's guitar work in this song, just the way it starts. Mm-hmm. I think it's phenomenal. This is always kind of because of that memory, I think, challenged for the number one spot. Yeah. On my list anyway, but it falls to number 2 here. And then there's the video, right? So the video had a lot of issues, right? Much Music deemed the video too graphic and offensive.
MTV as well,
right? So and then in '94 it was nominated for a music award for best special effects, right? Yeah. And got played on Beavis and Butthead, but MTV still wouldn't play it, right?
Which was on MTV, by the way.
Right. Yeah.
Right. So where's the logic? I know.
Ridiculous.
And it's not to get too deep on the lyrics and stuff, but it is about abuse, right? And Maynard has wrote the lyrics and been quite clear in his concerts that it's about his dislike for his stepfather and about sexual abuse, right?
Yeah.
So, peaked at number 32 on the U.S. mainstream rock. I fucking love this song still. And you're right with Sober a little bit, but it's kind of grandfathered in. Where Prison Sex I would never skip. I would listen to it every time.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Yeah,
that's personally I wouldn't skip over Sober.
I don't really skip Tool songs. Yeah, I just let it play because it's a feeling, right?
Yeah.
I remember. I have a distinct memory of me having Undertow when you moved in Peterborough, and you're like, "Let's listen to Prison Sex." I have a distinct memory of you, like,
because that's really the only song I knew, and then I got to know more after, right?
Yeah.
Were you like, "Hey, wait, we're just friends"?
Yeah, no, we were. He'd been living on my couch for a couple of weeks at that point.
Well,
yeah,
I mean,
and I'd only
we were well acquainted.
Probably a couple weeks, 2 or 3 weeks before I met you, Chris, is when I heard it. It was in August of '94, right? And then September '94 is when we met. So
right, exactly,
yeah. So that's cool.
Nice pick. I played the 5th for obvious reasons.
All right. Sorry, I'm grabbing all your songs, guys. No. I'll just go on to my number 1, and it became my number 1 probably the first time I heard it as well, and it's Opiate. From Opiate, the EP.
Nice.
And it was a backward listen, right? Because I found Undertow first. Right. I didn't start with the band. In '92, I had no idea who fucking Tool was.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Right. And I'd like to always pat myself on the back that I'm this giant music fan, but sometimes you miss shit, right?
Yep.
It was a different time. Even now, there's so much shit. Like, how can you keep up?
White noise, yeah.
Right. But the first time I heard this was after Chris, after we had met, and I probably that year in college. Like, oh, you like this? Well, I don't know if it was you. Yeah, it was somebody.
It wasn't, because I heard it from, I think, Kevin Ray.
Yeah, it was one of that group of our friends. Somebody in that group, or 2 or 3 of them, really liked Tool, and everybody was listening to Tool. Have you heard this? Have you heard this? Have you heard this? And they didn't have all that much. They had the EP and Undertow out, right? So
yeah.
So I'm going to tell this story now. Whatever.
All right.
So Tool for me, the way I discovered them was like I did Rage Against the Machine, was at a Lollapalooza concert. But what happened was Arrested Development was on the main stage, and I knew Mr. Wendell from Arrested Development. That's it. Not a big fan, whatever.
Yeah.
And I don't remember who I was there with, but there was a group of us. Like a group of us went from Bracers. There's a group of 10 or 15 who's met up. And me and two other people were standing there, and we could hear this noise coming from the second stage. And one of them goes, "Let's go see what the fuck that is." And so we went over there, and it was Tool on the side stage at Lollapalooza. Nice. And that's where I heard Sober for the first time.
Wow.
And I remember thinking, at the risk of making you crave KFC, what a fucking sound from a 3-piece. Yeah. Like, holy fuck. Like the energy and sound coming off the crowd. You could feel the heat coming off the mosh pit. It was fucking intense. They drowned out Arrested Development. Like, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Right? And that's how I discovered, and that's where I discovered, and that's why I love Sober, but whatever.
Right.
I was going to say that for my time, but fuck it.
Hey, that's good. All right. Well, before I pass the torch, I'll just rattle off what other stuff I have here for Opiate. 43 on the Australian albums chart, 85 on the Canadian, 59 on the US Billboard. So that's, because they weren't really well known with their first. Right,
59 is pretty good for
it's really
not bad, right? Like, so somebody noticed them and somebody liked them, and of course it has the hidden track after it, right? If you let the album play, it's got the Gaping Lotus Experience that comes in at like 50 or 55 seconds after the song ends, so that's kind of cool. And the other notes I have is, of course, like all other songs, Danny Carey's incredible in this, but the bass in this song really showcases Paul D'Amour. It's just incredible. Like, the bass is what stands out in this song, I think.
In all songs.
But this one particularly, because it opens with bass, and it's not to be sacrilegious towards Tool, but it almost has a Primus, the Faith No More kind of sound. I don't know what it is, right? Like,
they do let the bass take over in songs, and there's bass solos, and even Fear Inoculum, there's an amazing bass solo in a couple of the songs. It's one of the bands that lets their bass player do stuff like that. I was going to say freestyle, but do stuff like that. Yeah. Or let's.
Well, I mean, all of them have their solo. I mean, even Maynard has his little solos and his things that he does a cappella style. So, but they all let each other breathe.
Right.
Yeah.
And they're all amazing. They're like, I don't know music to read music and stuff. Yeah. I've forgotten how to do that, but the musicianship is unbelievable.
Yeah, totally agree.
Almost second to none.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're musician.
Well, that's what I was saying in my opening. Yeah.
Totally. And like I said, just to close out, for me, it's like some songs you sing along, right? But it's more just feel, right? Because if you're listening to them that much, I don't know if you're doing the same thing. For me, I just put them on, and it's just awesome, right? Even if I'm doing something else and they're on, I'm like, oh, it's so good.
Background. Laying down, going to bed. Sometimes I'll fall asleep to them.
Yeah, I've fallen asleep to them too, right?
Never fall asleep to Tool.
Right?
No, because I focus so much on Danny Carey.
On Danny Carey.
We're talking about isolating and whatnot. This is a band that I have a hard time isolating because there's so much other cool shit going on around the drums. I mean, Danny Carey, I bow to you.
Right.
I love watching those video clips when they're isolated on Danny Carey on YouTube, like the Vic Firth videos and just I will watch them for hours sometimes at a time. Like, I'll just zone out to those. It's unreal.
And he makes it look so
another
easy.
Thing, they don't.
That's the thing. Effortless. He makes it look like I feel like I could do it when I'm watching it, right? I'm like, there's no.
And he's a good interview. They don't do a lot of interviews, but what the ones they do, they're awesome, right? Because you're like, I want to hear what these guys have to fucking say.
And they don't talk about their lyrics a lot. They talk about their influences. They talk about like Danny Carey talks about tuning his drum, getting his good drum techs to tune his guitars because they sound better, and like but they don't really talk about their lyrics a lot sometimes, which is why I had a hard time finding stuff about some of their music.
Yeah,
I think, we talked about this before in the past. I like it when artists don't do that because it's a better way to personalize a song for yourself, and that's why a lot of writers and artists won't tell you what the lyrics are about because they want you to.
You're right. It is better because it could be ruined, right? You have a whole image of what it is, and then
it's about
like,
a tree. Oh man.
Well, that's what it's about. Whatever you think it's about, that's what it's about.
Right.
Like I said,
That's
the biggest thing should be. I probably talked about this. I don't know if it was in the pre-show or during the show, but one time we were talking about watching that 8 hours of Get Back for the Beatles. Everyone's like, "Oh, their lyrics are so just groundbreaking and they're life changing." And here you see them at practice, literally just trying to rhyme words.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Well, you mentioned, not talking about the lyrics. Maynard is extremely protective of the lyrics.
Yeah.
He will talk around. He'll talk about, well, the song that came from a dream that I had while they were all very much into ketamine. If you did your research, that's they're all into ketamine, and that's kind of where that Ænima thing came from. But he's very protective and doesn't really want to divulge into what the song's about. He'll talk about where it came from and his frame of mind.
Yeah, I watched something on him this morning, actually, an interview with him, and it wasn't Howard Stern, but it was somebody that asked him if he has the lyrics ready to go when he receives the music from the other guys. And he said, I have some poetry, but it never works when I try to do that. I need to hear the music, and then I will I will compose.
Because it changes the timbre of the song.
Right.
Yeah.
Where other artists do, right? They write this lyrics and then I'll make this fit somehow.
Right.
Anyway, that's my list. I'll pass it off to you, Joe.
Awesome.
It was a little basic, but maybe not if you guys have some savesies.
I find it hard to believe that any of this is going to be basic.
None of it's basic.
None of their music is basic, right? So,
I'm biased, but none of it's basic to me.
I was going to say, if you have a deep Tool fan who's totally into Tool, who's very opinionated, you'd be like, Joe, this is the most basic bitch top 4 I've ever heard in my entire life. So that being said, my number 4 is the same Z. How can I explain this? I like my songs like I like my sex in prison.
How's the chow? You really shouldn't wear so much eye makeup. It makes you look cheap.
Oh,
solid.
I won't go over the same stuff you did before, but the one thing I've loved about this song, every time I hear the beginning of the song, it reminds me, this is like Tool's grunge song.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that
That's
groove.
why it caught my ear, right? Because it was
groove. It's got that. I mean, Adam is killing on this song. He really is, man. The guitar is so fucking groovy in this fucking song.
Good, man.
And like we said, we were talking about the bass, and let's be honest, the bass and drums. I mean, it's the entire package, right? But the bass and drums really kind of move the machine along, right? In this band,
right?
This is one of the few songs where it's like Adam. It's his thing. It's his groove. Like I said, every time I hear the song, I just think it's like this is their grunge song. It's very timely. Yeah. It very much sounds like it.
Yeah. In '93, yeah.
Yeah. I always thought it was funny because you alluded to the fact that Much Music wouldn't play the video. But then they ended up having a special, or apparently they had a series. I know.
They did a whole thing.
They did a series called Too Much for Much or something.
Too much for much.
Yeah. So they had a whole hour talking about a video they won't play.
Yeah, like wow, way to fill time. Fuck.
Yeah, just play the fucking video then. Whatever.
Right.
I mean, I alluded before, especially in America. America's okay with its violence. But it's not okay with a tit on on TV or a lyric being honest in how they grew up or how they see something. It's a lyric. Right. It doesn't hurt.
How many other songs, like we said, people the songwriter is gate kept the lyrics are about that stuff, and we just don't know.
Yeah,
but this one's so in your face about it that.
Carlin had a famous bit with the 7 dirty words he had, right? The 7 dirty words you could never say on TV.
Yeah.
All I could think of was shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits. That's all I
And he had a great quote about just not necessarily lyrics, but just words. He's like, words aren't harmful. It's all context.
Right.
Yeah.
But you can go fuck and have no context means nothing, but you can go fuck you. And now it's personal, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with the song. Yes, the song is especially when you're watching the video is it's dark. It's a dark place, but at the same time, this either has happened to somebody or is happening to somebody or has happened to somebody, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it needs to be talked about, whatever that is.
Right.
And you shouldn't shy away from it, because you shy away from it and we end up with presidents like we have now. Okay, I'll be quiet. Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, I was just going to say, you end up with censorship. And just because something's censored because it hurts your feelings doesn't mean it shouldn't be talked about.
And that was then. Now
there's so many topics that now, we live in a better world. But that was air quotes for the listeners. But we do have the freedom to talk about more shit and about abuse.
Yeah,
and,
mental health.
Horrors of humanity. Right. But this was 30 years ago, and people did not want to talk about the horrors of humanity. But if say a group like TLC sang about it, and they sang it soft and pretty, they could talk about it.
And then you had Solasam, who had Runaway Train about kids who are going missing and abused, right? And they famously on MTV had the video saying, if you know someone needs help, and people would not play the fucking phone number because, like, really? Because you're talking about abuse that happens and you're trying to help out, and you're like, oh no, we can't show the phone number. That's too much.
La 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 la.
Right.
That hurts my sensibilities.
Yeah,
fuck off.
Sorry, and being musicians, I think you guys are probably the same way. I'm thoroughly against any kind of censorship whatsoever. I do not have to agree with what you're saying,
I can turn the channel. I'm a fucking adult.
Right. Yeah, turn the channel. There's ramifications if you say something that's inappropriate. There's social things that can happen to you, whatever it may be, repercussions. But you should never be tied down to what you can and cannot say.
Yeah, never got our way. There's stickers on the albums. Like, fuck, don't buy it then.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Right. Thank you, 2 Live Crew.
Sure, you can't watch Starsky and Hutch, but you can buy an Anthrax album,
right? Huggy Bear. I don't want to talk about it.
No Starsky, but yeah.
All right. My number 3 is, again, I think, a basic bitch. I figured out. So going through this deep dive, because I like Tool. I don't listen to him a ton, but I do love Tool. But I figured out, for whatever reason, my brain is always geared toward their shorter songs, which is weird because I like long songs. So this song, number 3, is off their 2001 album Lateralus. It's Schism. Nice. Again, another single, not a deep cut. Again, a short song.
It was my number 5 if we had honorable mentions, but we don't have.
Well, you got 2 of my songs already. Take them all.
Well, you both can suck it too, so
By the time we get done, Jimmy won't have any songs left. By the time else we get done.
I'm glad we're not doing shots because I'd be passed out.
But Chancellor said the main riff came from fooling around. He said he just plays as much as possible and he doesn't write stuff down. So when he has a good idea, he just plays until he can't forget it, which is kind of cool because an idea is easily recordable. You can record anything, right? Off your phone, whatever else. It's easy to record shit.
Right.
Nope. He just records it and he just plays until he doesn't forget it, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, really cool.
Well, that's just part of the whole musical genius.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I'm sure. But again, a signature bass line from Chancellor. When I think of Tool, I think of the back end. I really do. Really? And I think you see that, and you'll see that in my next 3 picks. It's all going to be bass heavy songs, not guitar songs, which is different for me.
Which is every Tool song.
You're correct. Yeah. Yep. We talked about time signatures before, and again, you don't need to know what that means. It just means that things change on how many beats are played in a measure. This song changes meter 47 times.
47 times?
47 times in 6 minutes.
That's fucking insane.
That's insane.
It's crazy. The band has referred to the time signature of the song as 6.5, 8. It's 6.5, 8.
It's not real for you viewers.
No, it's not real. But they know there's, I mean, again, the masterfulness that they have with changing their meter and their sign signature so many times and not really being able to tell because the song still has the same groove, still has the same feeling. Is no one else can do this. No one else can do this. No one else can do this. I've never heard another band can do this. Jimmy probably has some band from fucking Nova Scotia. He says from Nova Scotia, but really from Chicago.
From Ryan's Swedish metal collection. No.
Yeah, Ryan's Swedish metal band. Let's bring your Kate, the guitarist.
No, just real quick, to when you're talking about how all the different time signatures, the only way it works is because of Danny Carey.
Oh, yes.
It's the only way that works because he'll make up a time signature to fit to bring the time signatures together. And again, the 6.5 to 8.
And Chris and I've talked about other guitarists. Right? I've talked about Randy Rhoads and Eddie Van Halen. How they just make it look so freaking easy, like anybody could do it. Drums to me is very complicated. I'm not a drummer. I'm a guitarist. I wish I could play drums, but he makes it look fucking easy, and he's doing impossible shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, when you have Larry Bird as your drummer.
Yeah.
I
had no idea Larry Bird was such a good drummer.
But again, the ending's a little bit different in this song. So he keeps repeating, "I know the pieces." The ending fits, and it's kind of in your face because it kind of gets more like almost kind of not just a repetitiveness of it, but it's kind of more insistent. I know the pieces. I know the pieces, and just kind of insisting. it, and at the end, it's just such a good ending to a song. It was in a different direction there for a little bit. So good. Yeah,
I love it.
So fucking good. Yeah, I want to thank Chris for this because again, I don't listen to Tool enough, and every time I do, I love the band, and and this has got me back on track again. Because
me too, right? I was like, holy shit, and my list was kind of.
Have you guys ever seen them in concert?
No.
Oh.
They were here a couple of years ago, and I didn't go, and I'm an idiot.
I've seen them a few times. I think 4 times in total.
I've heard them in concert, but I've never seen
goosebumps every time. I can't even describe it. They're so good live.
Awesome.
So, like you heard Wang Chung, but didn't see him.
Same concept, Lollapalooza, just didn't see him.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Thankfully,
were you having a heat stroke?
Nope. That was a different scenario, but same concept.
Yeah.
He was having a stroke.
Right.
Of a different
that was my first stroke.
That would have been a story to tell, but no.
After the show.
Right?
After the prison zone.
That's an OnlyFans story.
Right? Here's my feet.
You'll find that story in our OnlyFans.
Right.
Only feet account.
Okay, my number 2. We're already number 2 already. I like my sex. I like my songs with a stink fist.
I
was like, I think he got lost.
Nope. That's correct.
Yeah, Stinkfist is great.
Again, it's a single. I did not mean my 4 songs to be singles, but they were. Again, shorter. It's one of the shortest songs of the album. A song at number 17 U.S. mainstream rock chart, number 1 on the Canadian rock chart. Keenan said the song is actually symbolic in dealing with a friend of a drummer. The song is actually about not what you think it's about, Stinkfist. It's actually about dealing with his friend Danny Carey, because he says he can get his hands dirty and get himself out of anything. So that's what he says the song is about. That's probably not what the song is actually about. If you really read the lyrics, it's not about Danny Carey.
No.
It is. It could be about Danny Carey. We'll never know which part. Yeah. So a lot of times people call this song track 1. It's not track 1. It's Stinkfist. Again, the song was deemed too offensive for public consumption by MTV. The arbiters of decency. So I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think MTV at the end became the Stinkfist of media. So there you go.
Culture. Right.
Hence why they only play ridiculousness now.
Right. Oh my God, dude. Anyhow. So that's my number 2, Stinkfist.
Love it.
Great pick. Yeah.
I love this drum pattern.
Yeah, it's so good, dude.
Gotta love
it. And I gotta be really honest, Jimmy. I'm gonna be honest with you right now. It's one of the few bands I actually listen to the drummer. You can't not.
You can't not.
It's so fucking good, man.
it's in your face. It's hard not
But
to.
it's so fucking good and so smooth. Oh my god, it's amazing musicians. We keep saying it, but they really, really are.
It's a great pick.
So you probably know my number one is it's 46 and 2. Dink had all the good notes. I already gave you that note along with Stinkfist. So, but yeah. This song is again. I didn't think the song would be number one. When I was going through his kind of categories, my songs, I thought I knew it would be my top 4. But when I kept on listening to songs, I was like, God damn, this fucking groove is so goddamn good. I can't get sick of it. It's so fucking good. 46 and 2 is my number one.
Nice.
Love it.
So now we can see how many stanzas the other two guys have. It's Chris's turn. Stankfoot.
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 Stinkfoot. Stinkfist. So what I have, I love the band, but I don't have a set in stone list. But what I did was my number one is number one because it is the first song that I fell in love with. And then I did the next 3 songs are the ones that I'm listening to the most right now.
There you go.
Perfect.
That's
That
perfect.
works.
So my number 4 is Schism. So since you guys talked about that, I could talk about how the band got together.
Sure.
How
Let's
Tom
talk about
Morello
that.
and Tom and Morello and Adam went to high school together, and
Highland
he
Park.
introduced them to Danny Carey when Danny Carey was living above Maynard in the same area. And I find it hilarious that 2 guitar players like Tom Morello and Adam went to high school together, and they're both amazing guitar players.
Yeah,
but in
that is
different kind of-
crazy, eh? Like,
different kind of ways.
And Tom
Yeah,
Morello
I mean-
talks about when he used to get out, it's like stay up late and get in trouble because he'd be going out late to clubs, and he'd go out see Extreme before Extreme was big. It was just
Really?
yeah, because he loved New, and he's like, well, what the heck is this guy doing? So yeah, the whole area there, you think they got those 4 guys going on there at the same time. It's amazing.
yeah.
And
Nuts.
20 minutes away, Billy Corgan was fucking doing what he was doing. Like they all lived in like a 20-minute area of each other, right?
Living his
That's
fucked up
right.
life. Thanks, Dad.
Right.
I don't know why that hit me so hard.
It's pretty funny. One of the things when I was doing some reading and I had forgotten about, and I find interesting about the band, is Jimmy all right?
He's dead.
I don't know
Jimmy
why
died.
that hit me so hard.
Oh, shit.
And they're all referencing influences for them of King Crimson, which isn't a big surprise, the Melvins, which is a big surprise,
No.
but they all mentioned Peter Gabriel. They all
Wow.
mentioned
That makes sense.
Time
That totally makes sense. Yeah.
right?
Time
They all
signatures.
mentioned Joni Mitchell. They all mentioned Depeche Mode, and Adam specifically mentioned, Dink, you'll love this, country music
Wow.
as an influence in what they're doing and what he's doing specifically.
Thanks.
And what way did he say? Like the way he picks, or
Well, he said it with a drawl.
So I read it. I didn't see
Yeah.
a video of them talking about. I read this, and there's no, like a lot of their stuff. There's no extended
No-
notes about it. It just says
Right.
that, and then that's where it kind of
Yeah.
ends. And I
you're
didn't.
like,
go
I want
any
more, I
further.
want more.
Right,
Dude, and that makes total
Danny
sense.
Carey talked about Neil Peart, of course,
Oh, of
being an
course, yeah.
influence. And the one that was good, Alan White of Yes was one of his big rock influences. which
Yep,
you'll
that
see.
makes sense too. Yep.
Totally.
I think the average person doesn't know how incredible Joni Mitchell's band was. I mean, yeah,
I have
Jack
no idea.
Pistorius-
I have
Jack
no
Pistorius
idea. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we're
I
Canadian,
very
we
little
don't-
about.
yeah.
Yeah, Jacko changed the instrument. You know, in a time it was bass was kind of just bass. That's what you did, and Jacko completely turned it up on its head. You know, and she had some amazing musicians she worked with. It may not have shown through her music, but she worked with top-notch musicians.
What you said, Jocko? Is that Jocko Pastorius?
Yep.
I had no fucking clue. He's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Pat Metheny was in her band as well.
Who? Pat Metheny?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Shit.
Sweet.
Who?
Guitarist.
Jazz.
But yeah,
Jazz.
for them to mention
Jazz it is.
her and country, like that's some pretty wild influences, right? The other ones make sense. Right?
I think when you get to musicians who are really, really good at what they do, they don't see a line between genres. They don't see that at all. Like
No.
I had this obnoxious thing about country, right, that I despise. But everything else, I love everything else. I get it because you can get different music. Shouldn't be a genre we've talked about before. Music is a feeling, right?
It should be compelling. Yeah.
We talk, you guys, especially you're very good talking about your experiences and your memories about a particular song or particular album. That's what they do, the same thing, only musically.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they turn theirs into like artwork, or
Right.
art.
Yeah.
Rock.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was raising my finger. I was going to say the same fucking thing you said, almost word for word.
You're a smart man.
Said no one ever. Any of the Litchfield, Minnesota teachers never said that. Carry on, Chris. Thanks, Dad.
Excuse me.
Thanks, Dad.
I forget what I was going to say. Anyways, yeah, that's all I have for that. And like I said, Schism, you guys have talked about it, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. I'm just going on to my number 3, which is Jambi.
Oh, wow.
I fucking love this song. And then when you read Jambi both begins primary 9/8 time, interspeeded with sections of 6/4 time. Changes 6/4 begins the section immediately preceding the guitar solo. Whatever.
Right.
And it says Justin plays in 6/4, but unlike the rest of the band, subdivides riff into 4+2. Danny accompanies with a 6/4 with a 4/3. What?
Just know at the end it all makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, right. It just sounds fucking awesome together. And I liked what so it said Danny when Justin played the bass track, the song instantly reminded Danny of Pee-wee's Playhouse. So Maynard James Keenan said Jambi as the name of the song because that's the name of the genie in in Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Right.
That's where it came from.
Wishes granted. Long live John.
And
That's
that's
awesome.
all the notes I can really find on the song.
That's
It's
wild,
apparently
man.
in some sort of poetry that I can't remember, IAM something style, but that's beyond my comprehension and not why I like the song. How some of the songs intertwine with like, what's that? Fibonacci sequence, the DNA. I think all that stuff is cool, but not at all why I like the band or the music. You know what I mean? I think that's just on top of it. That's an extra layer that I've actually haven't done that deep of a dive on. I love this album. I love the flip up. You guys talked about the artwork on it. I still have the CD. It's at home or my dad's place. So
I love this song. And talking about breaking music down to time signatures. I am the schlub that we talk about all the time. I don't really know how to read music. I know the basics. I know the less than whole notes. I mean, he talked about 6/4 and 5/4. If you understand fractions, that's 1 1/4. That's 1 2/4. Break that down musically into a count. Hard R. I don't. It's so hard to break that down with not listening to an Oppenheimer TED Talk. It is.
Yeah, true.
I mean, it's mind blowing. I mean, I can listen to it and I can play it because that's how I learned to play by ear. But to break it down into those just obscene time signatures, that's hats off to them.
And I will say this too: whenever any of them are interviewed, I mean, Maynard is Maynard, so he's going to be always a little aloof, right? He's always aloof, right? I mean, he's a singer, but the other guys just like are total normal guys. And it's like they don't see things the way most people see things with music because you guys are completely different. And
have you seen the video of Danny Carey sitting with was it the Kansas State band with their basketball game or something, or a football game, and like playing at a kid's fucking birthday party?
Yeah,
right. With a bunch of like 9-year-olds, like fucking awesome. Cool, man.
Have you seen his Rick Beato interview?
Oh, yes, so good.
He's like, really I make shit up. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I just make it up. Right? I just fill the space.
Yeah, right.
and think of what you want about Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber made a comment about how much he liked Tool, and Maynard kind of ragged on it, like, "Ooh, fuck, yeah, why would you want him to like you?" But Danny Carey's like, "You got to respect other artists that like other artists." He goes, "I'm not going to put the kid down, right?" Like
they do,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You never know somebody's back end story, so I don't know if they should be talking shit.
Although
about
I
Justin
did
Bieber,
watch
so.
the one video or thing I saw with Maynard that I absolutely loved was him doing a tour at his vineyard because he's got a winery, right?
He loves talking about his wine.
Guy Ferrari from the fucking Dinosaurs and Dives, and Sammy Hagar. He's giving them a tour of his fucking winery.
Yeah, because Sammy and him own and Guy Fieri, they own a tequila company together.
Yeah.
Santo.
That's three excellent hair pieces altogether.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Merkin.
Well, and Maynard, on that, Maynard said they asked him what's the difference between a perfect circle and Tool, and he said the wigs. What do you mean? Right.
Makes sense.
Right. My next one is a little bit off from everybody else. It is from Fear Inoculum from their last album.
Wow.
And it is called Tempest. And it is a 15-minute, 44-second eargasm as far as I'm fucking
I know. Fuck.
Yeah, that's good.
It is so good. I love the riffs. I love the bass. I love the drums. I love Maynard singing. I don't even care about the lyrics.
Don't tell Maynard that.
Because they won't talk about the lyrics. There's a theory out there, and it says Rolling Stone theorized that it has to do with William Shakespeare's final play, The Tempest. Sorry,
that sounds too easy.
But and I think that's I don't know. It could be a stretch. I'm not well enough I don't know Shakespeare well enough to speak upon it. Right?
Compare, yeah.
I was gonna say, in Rolling Stones, I'm gonna have a great track record. So
this album is great.
Especially with this show.
It is good. It's really good.
It's so good. I know it took a long time for them to make, and in reading interviews on this about it, they were going through some insecurities, whether thinking some of the songs were good enough to put on the album. Danny Carey was in a motorcycle accident and cracked a bunch of ribs when they were supposed to be doing a 2-week jam session, so that put it back. And then there's a bunch of other things, but it was better than I expected. I was concerned that it was so long that it wasn't going to live up to my expectations as a Tool fan.
Everybody's took forever to come up.
And they have a cult following now for sure. And they're they can be very judgmental
No, yes.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Well, I think every big act has that sect of fandom that just goes overboard.
Right.
This should be thrown overboard.
Right. Have you heard the sleep token? I read the sleep token comments from those fucking weirdos.
Yeah.
The same thing.
Yeah.
Same thing. No, you're right.
Yeah, those diehards that'll watch this show and be like, "Wow, you picked all the songs, everybody."
Yeah, you picked all the singles.
They think they're smarter
So
than
this
you.
song, and this song only made it number 6 on the hot alternative rock to alternatives. But with a song that's 15 minutes long, it's not gonna like.
No.
That's high for a song that long to make it a 6.
I would think, absolutely.
Unedited, yeah.
Right.
But I mean, the album itself did fantastic. It went number 1, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, it was always the joke for how long it was like, oh, is the Tool album coming out? When's the next Tool album? I was like, there's always for like the 3 years before, there's always like, it's coming out this spring. Like no one knew. The band probably didn't.
They said they're not going to do that again. They apparently went into the studio in February and did 3 months of recording for a new album. So hopefully we see something new shortly.
Are they actually in the studio together now, or are they still doing it remotely? Because they did it remotely.
All I read was they agreed to. So what it said was they agreed to go in the studio in February for 3 months to record stuff, and that they still had stuff left over from that they didn't include on the last album that they were working on at the end of Fear Inoculum.
Yeah, because what was it? Was it Keenan that said they asked him towards the end there before, like maybe a year before the album came out? They're like, "Well, is the album done?" He's like, "Yeah, my part's done. Ask the rest of the band; they're not done yet."
Yeah. Well, and so Maynard's been touring with Pussifer and
Perfect
Circle.
Perfect Circle. Thank you. With Primus, they were here in Toronto like a month ago. Right?
Yeah, they were here too.
So
same time.
They're recording and touring at the same time, and They were at Ozzy's celebration, right?
Yep.
Which they sounded fucking awesome at. I
Yeah.
watched their entire set,
Yeah.
of course.
Me too.
Right.
Yeah.
Several times.
Yeah. So, my favorite fact about that, I have not put it to test, but I found it on Reddit on a Tool forum about a year ago. Apparently, if you start Tempest at 11:58 and 14 seconds on New Year's Eve, you can start your New Year off by Maynard saying, "Fuck, here we go again."
Yeah.
And I think that's a fantastic way to start your New Year off, or any event for that matter.
Fuck.
That's
Here we
awesome.
go again.
Fuck, here we go again.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
so that's my number 2.
Nice. Good pick, man.
Sorry, my mouth's getting dry. And my number 1 is locked in as my number 1. It's antiquity because of what it means to me, as it's the one that got me into the band, and it's Sober. So, and I told you the story I was going to tell you about the first time I heard it, and blah, 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 blah. So I've gone through
That
all
stuff
that.
sticks, though, right? Like it's hard sometimes to.
I love the
for
way
anything
the guitar
to
winds
super
into the
fast
drums,
and-
and like you say it's in the middle, but like it just, I fucking, especially on headphones, I just get lost in it, right?
Oh
Like,
yeah.
Easy to do.
I love Adam. As much as I love Danny Carey, we've talked about the bass playing. I love Adam's guitar playing in everything he does.
Yeah.
They're so
it's
tight together.
we always talk, all 4 of us talk about this almost every episode, and we'd be great, I think, have like a quick discussion maybe on our next one of our future queued up episodes, just talking about our own psychology behind the songs we love. and
Right,
why,
right.
you know?
The song XY that we talk about.
Yeah.
Right.
And why you still listen to the same bands you do now that you did 30 years ago.
Right.
You know? And why do you listen to newer bands that you wouldn't have listened to or
Right.
that are new?
Well,
you know?
You can hear, like, some of the bands I like now, you can hear Tool influences for sure.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
I said it, I think, in our 25th episode when I did Chevelle, right? That they're clearly heavily
Speaking
influenced
of
by
Tool.
Yeah.
I would argue that Korn wouldn't be as successful. System of a Down might not be.
Yeah, a lot of those
Deftones might
bands,
not be,
right? That
right.
I have
Breaking
a list.
Benjamin, Earshot, Breaking Benjamin. They're
Yeah,
all
yeah.
fucking
Oh,
Tool
they
you
all-
have,
they
you
all
got
have
it
a
the same
Tool
spot I did.
What?
I said you got that list from the same spot I did.
Yeah, you got. Sorry,
No,
No,
that's
it's cool,
fine.
I didn't have anything to say after everybody talked about Sober so much and how much Joe hates it.
right.
No, I don't hate it. I'm just
I know.
I'm over
I
it.
get it. I get it.
Well, let's
Yeah,
put it this
I
way.
have the
I'd rather
same
listen
thing,
to Sober than I don't know, Shook Me All Night Long.
Or Crazy Stupid.
Yeah.
Or pour some sugar on me. Yep.
Right.
Well,
We're Enter Sandman or Welcome to the Jungle.
yeah.
Oh,
God.
yeah. There's a
Or
lot
Sweet
of-
Child of Mine.
No, I'll take Sweet Child of Mine.
I
It's
don't
on that list.
Mm.
Oh, we should do that too. Add that to the list, Jimmy. Songs, the top 4 songs we'll never listen to again.
It's already on the list.
Is it really? Okay.
That'll
You know,
probably
I've
be the
listened to
longest
ones
one
I
to
said I never
decide.
listened to.
Well, I'm going to write down hosts we should never listen to again.
I'm number 1.
I really have nothing else to say. I've been rambling along here a little
No,
bit.
that was good, man.
Jimmy, it's
Yeah.
up to you to bring it home.
These,
Bring it home,
these
like
lists,
Zeppelin.
these lists are so fucking amazing. I love Tool. I really do. They've been a big part of my life, and they've been a big part of my just zoning life, where you could put the headphones on and zone, just disappear, just kind of escape into this world of the beautiful mind. And I fucking love Tool. It's not music you can dance to.
I'd see you try.
I mean, you'd look like Elaine from Seinfeld, but you could do it, I guess.
I look like that anyways when I try to dance.
Yeah, I mean, you've explained some of those dance moves you have. But all right, so my list, I have 2 samesies. I do. The other 2, fucking A, it's awesome. So, number 4, Schism. We've talked about Schism. Love it. The time changes. The album went number 2 mainstream. The song went number 67 U.S. Billboard. Top 100. Won a Grammy for the best metal song. I mean, the song is fucking awesome. It just has that bass line that drives. A lot of their songs open with a bass line. Sometimes it sounds like it's Adam Jones, but it's the bass. And I love the song, Schism. And Schism, I learned this word in like 1984 from Anthrax.
Yep. They have a song named Schism. Yep.
So yeah, I'll skip on to that. Number 3 is Who Are You to Wave Your Finger? Must have been
Nice.
out your head. The Pot. Oh,
Nice.
The bass carries the song. A lot of open space with the guitars, a lot of muted guitars. For you non-musicians, it's when the guitar player puts the palm of his hand against the strings and plucks them, so it has less of an overring. Fucking just, I love this. Maynard's voice, the way it opens, is powerful, and the video, it's strange. It's animation. A guy pulling plants. Just I love this song so much. It's number 3 in my list, but I probably listen to this song the most out of all Tool songs. It's a great escape song. Headphones, disappear. I can disappear. The house could be on fire. The world could be on fire, and I'd be just jamming out to it and be happy.
Nice
pick. Yeah, very good pick.
It's number 5 on my list.
Had we had honorable mentions,
it's in my 10.
Good thing we don't have them anymore.
So number 2 is a samey, and it's 46 and 2.
Nice.
We kind of talked a lot about that. The one thing that we didn't talk about that is the basis of the song. Currently, science shows that there's 44 autosomes in our chromosomes with 2 sex genes. Whatever. Everyone can debate whatever, but that's what the song's about. The song is about the evolution of the chromosome chain, going from 44 autosomes to 46 with 2 sex gene chromosomes. So it's about the evolution of science of our genetic makeup, and it's fucking amazing. The drum breakdown into the drum solo, back into a breakdown, into the bass line, and then the guitars come in. Just fucking awesome. And I mentioned earlier, they show a lot of junior high and high school bands playing this and getting a lot of social media response. I think it's so cool to see a younger generation just jamming out like this to this song, because it's a really complex song, although a lot of it's in 4/4, but it's a really complex song, and to see the younger mind comprehend this and play it with a string section or a brass section or a whole drum line or a little kid singing this, it's fucking it's amazing. I love it. It's really cool to see. That's my 46 and 2.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and probably behind Sober, probably their most, obviously, I think we put it here because it's been picked 3 times. Probably their most accessible song behind Sober.
You haven't heard number 1 yet.
Oh, is it Sober?
It is not. It is not Sober.
Is it Sober again?
Schism and 46 and 2 were my samesies. Number 1 is Ænima. Learn to swim. Learn to swim. This song, the album debuted at number 2. That's how big that this band had a following to get more music, and they were yearning for this, and they got it. Number 2 in the U.S. top 10. The song number 25, the U.S. Billboard mainstream. Won a Grammy for the best metal performance in '98. It's their second album. Rolling Stone ranked this album as the number 18 of 100 best metal albums. So that's pretty incredible. We rip on Rolling Stone a lot, but they do get it right sometimes, and I think they got it right this time.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
that whole Arizona Bay, Learn to Swim, See You Down in Arizona Bay. They became really good friends with the comedian Bill Hicks, and Bill Hicks had a whole skit
Routine?
routine. Thank you, about how they need to just wash the sleeve of California and make Arizona oceanfront property. And there's 3 songs on this album where he's talking in it. Some of his routines and some of the interpersonal conversations. So that makes it a little more personal to me. I love comedy. The album cover, if you remember the CD, it had a lenticular cover.
Yep.
What meant it was etched in a certain pattern to where you move it and the photo underneath would vibrate and move. And that album, to me, Ænima is the best Tool album in my mind, in my personal
when
opinion.
it came out, it was just so
Stone Fist H, Ænima. Just this album. I used to. I lived in Arizona, and I used to walk everywhere. I was kind of into fitness, but I wasn't like a gym rat. So I walked everywhere, and I had my CD player with the headphones, and I had this CD in exclusively when I walked. So 6 months, I listened to this album, every note, broke it down.
A really specific memory, right? Like,
yeah, and I just this song I would just hit skip, or not skip, but repeat over and over, and I would get a gait to my walk to this song.
Now, were you walking to California for that waterfront, or?
Yeah, I was trying to. I was Forrest Gumping it.
Well, and he makes it. He makes his thoughts clear on Scientology in this song too, eh?
Well,
the lyric about Ron L. Hubbard.
That's a great segue. In '93, on the first album, Undertow, they got an opportunity to play in California at this kind of a big music showcase. It wasn't a fest, it was a showcase. They found out an hour before that it was being held by Scientology.
If you think you're getting away from me, you got a crazy laugh coming, friend.
So they played it, but Maynard just kept, "This is a crock. Scientology sucks. Blah, 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 blah." He didn't sing any of the words.
And apparently he was buying like a sheep half the time too. He kept just bah into the microphone too.
Right.
Watermelon.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Counting sheep to the rhythm of a war drum, and that Perfect Circle song came from that concert.
Cool. I didn't know that.
That's my list.
That was a great list too. I have a question. Awesome. Is Bill Hicks the guy that people say Dennis Leary ripped off?
I don't know. Probably because he's chain smoked and yeah.
Yeah, they say that. I think it's him that when Dennis Leary came out for No Cure for Cancer. Not to get off topic here, but a lot of people said that he plagiarized a lot of his jokes from. I think it's Bill Hicks. Chain smoking.
I haven't heard that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't know that. I'm just throwing it up. I thought of it when you said Bill Hicks. But
yeah,
that's where my brain went.
All right. So, any final notes? Any nostalgia? Anything that we missed?
Oh, lots of songs, but we can't. Can't sing them all, right? Like, there's just so many good songs, right?
Parabole, Vicarious. Those are 2 other songs that I would have loved to talk about.
Vicarious. I thought somebody might have Vicarious, but.
Oh yeah.
But as Chris said, you could do this list again. If you don't lock it in, you could do it again in a few weeks or whatever, and it might be different. A couple of these depending on what
songs are even albums would be driving songs or driving albums.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we're kind of hitting that target time frame that we're shooting for. This has been a really fun episode for me. Maybe the non-Tool fans may not have listened to the whole episode, but I have been listening and adoring. I love this. If you guys don't have any more final thoughts.
No, I think it's a band, like I said, most people could find very accessible, but a lot of people don't find accessible. but I get them. They should be able to because they're an easy band to listen to.
And if you like rock,
Yeah.
you could
Just rock in general.
If you don't know this band that well, you could fall for them easily, right? Because you
Yeah.
can get sucked into the music and just. And
I would suggest if you go to if you listen to Apple Music, go to like Tool Essentials, or if you're whatever the equivalent is on Spotify, their most popular songs. Start there, and you'll find a lot of stuff you'll love.
Yeah.
And then you can get deeper into the really good stuff.
They do have a lot of singles like listens.
Yeah.
If you go on Spotify, like there are people that obviously like love them, right? So
Yeah.
Right.
they're one of those bands.
But even if you don't think, because I know a couple of people that I know watch and listen to the show say, "Oh, I've listened to this band now because you guys have mentioned them, and I wouldn't think I'd like them, but I do." And it's like, I think this will be one of those bands. If you don't think you'd like Tool, trust us and just give their popular songs a
They're
whirl.
not all 15-minute long songs.
No,
they do
they're
have
not.
some long songs.
They have a couple songs that are a minute long. So I mean,
I will add this in the notes when I was reading about their new recordings. Danny Carey's is quoted as saying, "I would like to do some shorter songs like Undertow. I'm kind of into that."
Yeah,
right.
So,
there you go.
maybe they're getting old and it's hard for them to keep up.
Yeah, I'll play drums for 15 minutes straight. Like that's
a lot of shit
right.
to remember too, man.
Fucking right.
Well, I guess in summation, don't be a tool. Listen to Tool.
right.
Check out justrankpod.com. Click like, subscribe, hit the bell like ACDC, put a thumbs up in your little video. Thank you. There it is again, the balloon. Thank you so much for spending your hour and a half with us. I thank the three other cohorts here for going along with this journey. I love you, listeners and watchers. I love you three. Thank you very much. Go fuck yourself.
I love you too. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck, here we go again.
That's great.
Just Ranked is researched and produced by the Just Ranked crew. Edited and mixed by Joe Burkle. Socials and marketing by DJR Media Services. Theme music by Blue Joker. If you're enjoying the show, please set your podcast app to download new episodes and help spread the word by leaving a review and tell everyone you know to listen.